because for Ryan, the most important part is if you're entering his pipeline, you're already going to be sold on him as a person. And that's what he does differently. He gets people to trust him before he starts chasing people down. You would be surprised if Ryan Serhant is giving you a call, trying to get you to work with him. He's getting people come inbound to him because of all the trust he's building. And that's what you can do with a pre-sell page, even if you have 100 followers, right? You don't even need a single follower. As long as you're providing trust, you're building value, you're getting people to trust you. That's how you can build an inbound system like Ryan. So right here, this is the funnel that 99% of realtors and even business owners use in general. And then this is the one that I'm going to break down that Ryan Serhant used to get a net worth of over $40 million from real estate. So I'm going to break down first the basic funnel so you can kind of see what most people are doing and really why it doesn't really work too well. So a basic funnel, you have your traffic, you have your attention. So that's in the form of, it can be an ad, it can be a video, but just some way of getting people to know you. It can even be cold calling, but it's really just attention at its core, getting people to see you and your product. From there, you send them to a landing page, you get their information or use a lead form, you get them to opt in, and you basically call them or have them book an appointment right there, and then ends up with you forgetting to follow up. Now, the problem with this, like, it can definitely be super profitable, but really the main thing that's missing is these people have no clue who you are. You're basically a commodity when you do this. Whereas the one that Ryan Serhant used, it's a lot more personalized and he's actually building trust with these people before they reach out. And that's why he uses a psychological pre-selling funnel. So I'm going to show you exactly what he does differently in order to get these crazy results with his business so you can do the same. So it all starts with high quality traffic. So rather than just getting any attention, he focuses on getting high quality traffic, meaning getting people to already know, like, and trust him and get his brand out there. So he's not just being positioned as a commodity, right? And what I mean by this is using video rather than just images, rather than posting a just listed on your Instagram. He actively uses, you can either use video ads, which he's doing YouTube ads. Otherwise, you can just do YouTube videos. But long form, it's always better because you build a lot more trust. And Ryan recognizes that, and that's exactly what he's doing. First, he's getting people to resonate with him from these videos, getting people to trust him a bit, and also stand out from all the other competition out there in his market. So he's doing this. He's giving them a reason to click on his either video organically or ad, and then he's basically sending them to a pre-sell page. And this is actually his page. I'm going to pull this up so you can see right here. So you see when you click on this page, the first thing you see is a video in the background. And you can see right here, he has all these different videos. Now I'm going to go over why he does this, but this is huge. You see he has videos right there and a bunch of social proof. I'm going to show you exactly why this works. So what he does, rather than getting people's contact information right away, when he's only built a little trust, he opts to warm them up even more and to just build as much trust as possible. So in 2025 and beyond, real estate is 100% trust and relationship based, right? People go with the realtor that they trust the most. It's really all it is. So how do you build trust? Well, I'm huge on psychology and basically getting in the minds of people, because if you understand human psychology, that's really sales, that's marketing, that's everything you'll ever need for business right there, because business is always human to human. No matter what line of business you're in, real estate, accounting, if you're a janitor, it's all human to human. So the main psychology principles for building trust, and these, I looked these up, these are the main ones that popped up. There's number one, social proof. So people are more likely to trust a brand when they see that others like them have had positive experiences. So let's go over here. You can see there is the most followed real estate brand in the world. And you can see there's a ton of social proof right here with all the stuff he's doing, all of these people, and it's basically just flooding you with social proof. And right here as well, there's some testimonials. That's what these videos are. So that's the first principle. Second is reciprocity. So giving value before you actually reach out. Now, he doesn't do this specifically, but this would be in the form of a lead magnet where he's providing value up front. But having said that, in his video, he still does provide value in those videos. So it still is the law of reciprocity where he's giving, and then he can make his ask. Transparency, so being open and honest. Consistency, that's one huge thing. The messaging from here always aligns with the videos that he puts out there. And that's something that you need to do as well. And that's one of the best ways to build trust. And then there's a couple others: value creation, feedback and relationships, and building brand equity. So you can see his landing page pretty much hits all of those. And that's one other thing I wanted to note. He's not just sending them to a massive website. This is a pretty dialed in landing page. It's pretty clear. You scroll down, you just see a ton of social proof, and you're pretty much getting sold and trusting him more as you keep scrolling down. So that's his pre-sell page. And with that, he does a great job of building trust with people before you actually even become a lead and enter his pipeline. Because for Ryan, the most important part is if you're entering his pipeline, you're already going to be sold on him as a person. And that's what he does differently. He gets people to trust him before he starts chasing people down, right? You would be surprised if Ryan Serhant is giving you a call, trying to get you to work with him. He's getting people come inbound to him because of all the trust he's building. And that's what you can do with a pre-sell page, even if you have 100 followers, right? You don't even need a single follower. As long as you're providing trust, you're building value, you're getting people to trust you. That's how you can build an inbound system like Ryan. So after that pre-sell page, what he does is basically add them to his database. So once they're warmed up a bit, you can see at the way bottom, he gives people an option to, if you click right here, are you Serhant ready? You can go ahead and opt in. But that's at the way bottom. You see how it's not the main focus. And that's something I want you to note. He's not making it the most frictionless thing of all time. You have to scroll all the way down after seeing all his stuff, all his social proof, and then you click a button and you have the opportunity to enter your name and information in there, right? So those are the only leads that Ryan is getting because those are ones who are already going to trust him because he's banking on, if you scroll through all of this stuff that he has, literally it hurts my fingers scrolling through this. If you do something like this, you're scrolling through all of it, you're reading all of it, you're seeing all his social proof. And most importantly, he's using these psychological principles for building trust. By the time you get to the bottom and you choose to enter your information, imagine how warm you're going to be. And at that point, that is what you call a real lead. A lead nowadays has become so wishy-washy. People are just getting a name, email, and phone number and calling them a lead, even though they have no interest in buying or selling real estate, and they have no clue who you are as well, right? You could have the best leads in the world, but if they don't pick up the phone, if they don't trust you, if they don't want to have a conversation with you, what good is it? Because that's not going to give you any revenue. It's not going to turn into a deal for you. So you need to build trust with these people before you reach out. That's exactly what Ryan does with all of this. All of it is around building trust and using these psychological principles. Now, after that, what he does, I looked on the Google Transparency Center. You can see all of everyone's ads. He stays top of mind with retargeting. So once you interact with him once you click on one of his things, one of his videos, anything like that, he's just going to follow you around 24/7 using retargeting. So he sees the value in staying top of mind because that's another thing with real estate. People are going to go with the realtor that they remember the most, which is why you see mainly the same realtors on all the billboards, on the bus stops and stuff, because they realize the power of staying top of mind. Now, I will say there are better, a lot more effective ways to stay top of mind than using a billboard and a lot cheaper. So like with retargeting, if you have a list of your customers, if you have a database, if you have people who are clicking on your YouTube channel, if you have people in a specific area that you want to retarget, you can only target those people for like $1 or $2 a day, right? And it's super, super cheap, but you're basically following them around 24/7. And he also uses retargeting in the form of YouTube ads. So he's also getting on video as well, because retargeting is one thing, but if they can see you over and over, actually see your face, see you on video, providing value to them, imagine how much more trust that's going to build. So up until that point, pretty much you have to think if someone goes through all of these steps, they're already going to be sold on him. By the time they get on a call with Ryan, they're already sold. They already know what he does and they already want to work with him. And it's no different with real estate. Again, you don't need a huge brand like Ryan. You're going to need to build more trust, but that's exactly what you do here. You get people to come in through high quality traffic, whether that's video ads or just videos in general, preferably long form. Short form can still work, but I always opt for long form, which is also why I'm making this video. You send them all to a pre-sell page where you're basically warming people up before you actually reach out and you add them to your database. Then after that, you get their information, add them to your database, and then continue to just follow them around and stay top of mind 24/7. And after that, once they choose to book a call with you, coming to you inbound without you having to reach out to them in the first place, they're going to come on that call with you and they're going to be pre-sold on you as a person. And that's exactly how Ryan Serhant did that and made a multi-million-dollar funnel every single year using psychology and pre-selling his prospects. And you can see how it's different from a basic funnel where there's really no trust being built whatsoever. Again, you're positioned as a commodity, you're positioned like every other realtor in the world. Now, having said that, what I actually do for realtors is build a psychological pre-selling funnel like this using YouTube ads and using long form videos to basically build as much trust and pre-sell people on you as a realtor before you actually reach out. And if you're interested in having me do this for you, or at least just learn a bit more about it, feel free to check the link in the description below. And I can set this full thing up for you and also put together a roadmap to see if you'd be a good fit. Anyways, that's a link in the description. But if you are interested in learning more, feel free to go check out a ton of my other videos. I have a million videos on my channel that you'll find valuable, and I actually show you exactly how I do this step by step. But I do appreciate you watching this video. I hope this was valuable. And if you are interested in more stuff like this, feel free to subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.